Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to Kandanga Country Club for the second round of this very prestigious 75 years of bowls in Kandanga. It's a wonderful event here, and these wonderful sponsors are supporting this wonderful club. We thank them very much. NAB, National Bank, Retro Espresso, Cafe Company, Kandanga Hotel, Dots Floor Coverings. Not only floor coverings, they do carpet, vinyl and blinds. And Tom Grady, Rural Merchandise. We thank them very much for their generosity of this wonderful little club out here at basically the start of the Fraser Coast, just south of Gympie. Wonderful destination. You can see it there on the screen. It's just inland from Noosa Heads and a striking distance of most of the Sunshine Coast. They've got a lovely little caravan park here that you can park your van and very cheap rates, and I'm sure you'll be overwhelmed by the hospitality that they'll show you. So we've got a bit of a local challenge up here again now. We've got a few players from Tin Can Bay. Not too sure on who's who at the moment, but I'll work that one out in a minute. Not a bad looking bowl here. See who's playing with who. Assuming that's probably... Yep. Russell Ferriday's down the other end. Yep, Kenilworth. Yeah, this has got to be Adam Engle. So we've got Tim Engle, Peter Drury, Adam Engle, and Russell Ferriday. Ferriday. Yeah, Ferriday. Russell's playing skip. Yeah, and we've got Barry Anderson, Chris Anderson. It really is a mob of relations playing in this game, isn't it? Well and truly. John Westerlo and Cameron Oster skipping. Cameron, of course, the father of Hayden. Now playing down out of the Algester Bowls Club down in the Cunningham district. We welcome all our viewers back. So Adam at the moment. Not far away. It's not a bad bowl there. It just fell over. It was on the run. It could have been pretty dangerous. Might be on the bit of a... Might be... Yeah, stay there. Oh, John. Playing his forehand. Could be a little bit tight unless he's going to sit these bowls down through here. Just don't think he's quite got the run for that. Just need a little bit more weight on that line. It would have been a little bit short. Green running superbly here at Kandanga Country Club. Really is a beautiful, peaceful destination, I can assure you of that. It really is a wonderful establishment. So both these teams are winners in the first round. So we've got two winners playing against each other. So Russell on the mat at the moment. He's going to stick to his forehand by the looks of the way he's set up. Tell you what, he's not going to be too far away. A little inside edge. Oh, gee whiz. Well played. Beautiful weight on that one there, Russell. Okay, Cameron. Have a bit of a look for the kitty here, I think. You needed a bit more weight than that. There's another one in the head. Okay, Russell once again sticking to the forehand. He's not going to be too far away if he's got the run. He needs the run. He keeps running. He's going to take that shot away. Just the one down. I heard the call there from Adam. little bit wide with that one. G'day, Steve. How you going, mate? Yeah, we'll do for sure, Anthony. Yeah, it was a great day yesterday, mate, wasn't it? Good to see you here too, mate. Up here with Damo, mate. It was fantastic, buddy. Okay, Tim on the mat at the moment. Very short end with this one here, Alex. Playing the wider hand of the two. Okay, Barry Anderson on the mat, played his forehand. Yeah, just the one down, mate. No, they definitely are a great club, Anthony, that's for sure. And Barry on the mat at the moment, sticking to his forehand. Again, just a little bit runny, but he's got shot and one in behind. That's two good bowls there from Barry. Barry Anderson from the Tin Can Bay Bowling Club, by the looks of it. And it's got to be his brother Chris Anderson, I'm assuming. I'm not too sure. Going to have a bit of royalty come and join us here in a minute. Eh? A little bit of royalty from this region. Just had your son on. Just going to sneak across their head here. Not going to be too far away. Are we going to... Got one of the true locals from this region here, and they tell me this little lassie knows a little bit about this bowling club and these greens. Put it in. G'day. How are you?
Thank you, Brian. Welcome to our little part of paradise.
Paradise is not the word. It's a wonderful destination here, and it's an absolute credit to everybody that's put on this wonderful event.
We've got a wonderful little community here, yeah.
Well, as I said last night, and I meant it with full sincerity, as I said when I made a little speech, I said if every bowls club in the world could wrap up the enthusiasm and the spirit of this club and take it round, there'd be a lot of clubs very, very well off.
You're right about that.
It's wonderful, and it's great last night for a small club of this size to have three outstanding contributors to society, and the federal member, the state member, and the mayor here.
Exactly.
You reckon you got someone on the LNP side of things that must be doing something around the place?
You just wouldn't know, would you?
And of course, your career, unmistaken to be one, absolute highlight from this region, having been representative of Queensland as well as an Australian selector. You oversaw some pretty good selections back in those days too, didn't you?
I certainly did, Brian. Yeah, and it was a great experience actually. There was 3 lady selectors in the Australian selection, and one was from South Australia, and one was from Western Australia, and one from Queensland.
There you go.
And it was a wonderful experience to meet up with all the girls.
Who won the arguments?
Oh, not telling that one. That's secret.
That's secret. That's a secret girly business, that one. I thought I'd try my luck anyway. We've got a good head set up here too, haven't we? It's been some great bowls. It's been a very wonderfully run event over the last 4 days. It's been the conclusion of the 4-day event, and Yeah, what are you going to do tomorrow? You're going to sleep in or wake up at the same time, you reckon?
Oh, I think I've got a fair bit to do tomorrow. I've had a lot of visitors over these last 4 days.
I wonder why. I wonder why.
But we were really pleased with yesterday's bowling with the juniors. Yep. It's great to see these young ones out there on the green and enjoying themselves. They had a wonderful day yesterday. Yep.
They really did, and I just made the comment to Gary when he's on commentary with me last time around that to see the smile on their faces, and even last night I had a few messages from a few of the kids saying how great it was. So that's
great.
Very, very pleasing. And
yes.
One thing I can say is that you must pass on those kind remarks from a few of the competitors and said how great it was.
Exactly.
So Cameron at the moment, one of yours from Kandanga.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, his son's following in your footsteps to a degree at the moment.
Yes.
So down at Algester Bowls Club.
That's right. Yes. Young Hayden.
Doing pretty well too at the moment.
He is.
Doing
and a
pretty
nice young lad with it.
Got a wonderful nature.
Means a lot.
Yeah, no, well, it does in our game, doesn't it? The unfortunate thing with our game is that you only hear the negativities, you don't hear the positives, and there's so much positive in our great game.
Exactly.
There's a lot more positives than negatives. Yep. Pothole Pete, sorry you're working, mate. Would have loved to have seen you up here. So, no doubt doing your bit for the country, mate. Paying the taxes to keep me in my lifestyle I've become accustomed to, so good on you, Pete. Appreciate that. Now, shorten up the length here once again too by have a look at that, mate. There could be a little bit underdone grass line here. Barry, of course, is from the Tin Can Bay Bowling Club by the looks of the shirt that he's wearing. Not far away from here. Robbie's just going away to do his weights, trying to build him up.
Actually, Barry was a member of Kandanga last year, he and his wife.
Yep.
And they found it too far to travel all the time, so they went back to Tin Can Bay.
Oh, that's fair enough.
But it was lovely to have them, and they're still great supporters to our club.
Oh, that's wonderful, isn't it? So, see, not a bad bowl there, sitting just jack high. Very good bowl there from Tim Engle. These two leads they've only been a few ends, but there's been a good tussle between both of them too. And the importance too, isn't it, of your lead setting the head up for who comes after you. It's done well there, Tim, just promoting that bowl slightly. Favour that for shot. Good line on this one here, just hasn't quite got the weight, that's all. I apologise, ladies and gentlemen. Robbie just fixing the camera down there. There'll be a few little jitters, as long as he doesn't stand in front of it. So he might scare a lot of kids if they're watching. So if there are any children out there under the age of 18, just close your eyes for a few minutes. He has a tendency to stand in front of the camera. Just going to inside edge, under kitty. Doesn't matter how you get them, do you? Just as long as what you only write down how many you get. You don't write down who gets them and how they get them. Got the result there, played it with very good weight. Got the little inside edge.
Talking about leads, Brian, the best lead that I've ever come across is Bill Connell's, and it's great to see Billy back in Queensland again.
He's a very good coach, absolutely wonderful nature, and I've had great reports already from his couple of trips away with Queensland teams the last couple of weeks since he's been back. I can assure you one thing, his feet hasn't hit the ground yet. He's still running. He's we're very lucky at Bowls Queensland. We have some wonderful committees. Linda Morris and Jimmy C overseeing the match committee. Of course, one of yours here who's also on our match committee. Linda.
And we had those two girls here playing on Thursday,
yes,
and they came home with the first prize for the day.
Yeah, it's told a bit of robbery there. So
yes,
Linda Morris does a wonderful job there down at Bowls Queensland.
Linda's been coming up for a long time now to Kandanga, and she always stays with me, and we've been great mates over the years.
Yeah.
Yep.
She does a great job. I said all of our committees down there do an absolute superb job, and we're very lucky that way, because a lot of states and territories, as you're probably full aware of, they don't have their coaching committees, the umpire committees like we do here, and we send our our committee's out to re-accredit to help coach Alan Thorpe at the moment. It's up in Townsville at the moment, doing coaching courses with juniors, with putting coaches through and giving refresher courses. Something that we do at Bowls Queensland to keep all of our coaches up to date with the latest technology. And more and more things, though, this day and age. Most of the people in our generations dislike, but more and more things going more to IT side of things instead of in person. But it's just something I think we have to embrace, and if it does some good, well, so be it.
Some good, yep.
So be it. So, yeah, something that I know that I was never taught at school, because I only went to school for the sport anyway, so I wasn't worried about anything else.
I was a bit the same, I'm afraid. Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like you and I are both rebels, of course.
Played every sport that's going, and ended up playing bowls. Yeah,
and what a career.
There used to be tennis courts next door to the bowling green here.
Yes.
And when the big flood came, well, that was the finish of the tennis courts. Yeah, which was, and so.
Oh, just got the wrong edge.
That's how our caravan park started.
Well, it's amazing, as I was saying to Gary in the last stream there, as I walked out there the other day, and this morning I should say, and there's only one site vacant, and I know they left yesterday morning. Site 10 was vacant. And every other site's chock-a-block full. So how good's that? You know, it's just it's a great way of looking outside the square and actually safely securing this wonderful establishment that's been here. And a big, as anything does, as I say to a lot of times when I go to them, you must thank the forefathers for their visionary back in those years to put this together.
That's exactly right.
For everybody to enjoy. So their legacy lives on.
Yes.
Now, not far away from this. Just gonna miss it. Played it with good weight for what he was after, though. Cameron wasn't far away. He was telling me that young Hayden was going to play with him, but he said that fortunately Hayden doesn't play with Hacks anymore. So I had a bit of a chuckle at that one. I can say the same thing about my son, who was a very good player, and we used to play a lot of bowls together. And there was a tournament coming up in pairs we always played in. I said, "Hey, mate, you want to have a game?" He said, "No, I don't play with Hacks, Dad. I'm playing with someone else this year."
Oh, really?
It was good. So we went out and we beat him in the second round and we won the money. That taught him. Cameron just a little bit underdone grass line there. Perfect weight on that bowl, though, by Cameron. Just needed a little bit of grass. So. Now Russell on the mat at the moment, sticking to his forehand, playing away from the club rooms here at Kandanga Country Club. I tell you what, he's on a perfect line. I just don't think he's quite got the weight working its way into the head now. Just not quite there, but must say too, with all due respect, the quality of the green with volunteers doing it, an absolute credit to the club also too. It's drawing well both hands. We've had some rain, which normally takes a lot of pain out of the green, but gee whiz, it's still drawing very well. As you see it drying out as the day wears on after that light shower this morning. It's yeah, they've done very well.
Yeah, it's in great condition, actually.
It certainly is. G'day, Sean. How are you, Foxy? Hope you're well, mate. Hey, Tim on the mat at the moment, sticking to his backhand, being a left-hander. I tell you what, it's not a bad starter here. Again, just setting the head up just nicely. Anything just in behind the head's always very beneficial. Gives the players that come behind you something that you can draw the kitty to, or gives them options. Now this one here, even though this is a tighter hand of the two, should be just a little bit underdone grass line. Maybe just a little bit too much weight with that one there too. I think there's a bit of mud in the eye with that one there. What do you think?
Mm-hmm. Actually, there's been some good bowls played here today, Brian.
Not only today too, I was very impressed with the juniors yesterday too, but I was very impressed with them.
Yep.
They, you know, a couple of them during the rain, great bowl, beautiful correction there once again. With the rain, a couple of them were a bit young. And the bowl, you could see they were struggling with holding their bowl, but their concentration, the way they watched their bowl, and even if they dropped 5 shots or picked up 5, the way they're coming down with a big smile on their faces, high-fiving their mothers and their siblings and everything else, it was just an absolute pleasure to be here just to watch it. It really was.
Yep.
you hear so much negativity about teenagers and juniors and kids in general, but to see their behaviour yesterday, their whole attitude, it's really opens your eyes at what bowls can do for a community. And they come from all over, didn't they?
They did.
They came from the Gold Coast, everywhere around.
The South Burnett.
South Burnett, yeah.
We had 3 players from South Burnett, which, was great, really.
Oh, absolutely, Putty. It was an absolute, said it was a delight to be here and just witness. He's just going to get the edge of this. Just didn't get enough of it, though. That head's still there, said the green, running superbly here. The wind, a bit tricky conditions. This definitely being the wider hand of the two with the wind coming across from that direction. Just looking at the flag. I said the players just think the green is very, very heavy, but they're just giving it the respect that it deserves. Chris Anderson on the mat sticking to the backhand too, and I know I said this is the tighter hand, but he's a little bit underdone grass line. Still going to be in the head though, somewhere around there. Going to be the round there, it's going to be the shot. That's why it's going to be round there, Footy.
Yep.
So good bowl there by Chris.
Young Chris, yeah.
Yeah, well played.
Brian, people say to us, why would you ever build a bowling green on the side of a creek?
Yep.
Well, when this bowling green was built, there was no town water.
Mm-hmm.
So the only access to water was beside a creek, and that's why they built it here like they have.
And when they built it, that makes a lot of sense.
Of course it
does. Because I'm a greenkeeper, right?
They were the same
I know the value of water.
Yeah, the same with the tennis courts.
Yeah.
They were built on the side of a creek.
Yeah.
Because of the access to water.
Yep. Yeah, I know we've had some nasty floods, and from what India Jones is saying at the moment too, is the one I listened to. Look, got to hit this here. He's just going to miss it. Just going to slip past it. I reckon that next year we could have a couple of good ones again, unfortunately. So fingers crossed it doesn't get too bad. But I know there's a lot of parts of Queensland that do need the rain, but we don't need the flooding part of the rain. We just need some nice soaking rain.
Yep.
But I know where I live too has been very dry, but we had 30 mil the last couple of days at Carnival Valley.
Okay.
Nice little peaceful area.
Would be.
It is very much a valley, as too. I lived on Tamari Mountain for 30 years, Putty, and moved off there 2.5 years ago, and to downsize. The place we had on the mountain was way too big, and so we moved out to Carnival Valley, and people always say to me, what the hell did you move out there for? I said, because it reminds me of Tamari Mountain 30 years ago.
Right.
Nice and peaceful and quiet.
Yep.
Always lived on acreage, so I could find it hard to live in suburbia.
Yep.
When you live on acreage, I think you're pretty well spoilt.
That's how I am. I don't want to be anywhere else but Kandanga.
Yeah, well, good on you. Well, why wouldn't you be? An absolute icon of this region. Yeah, just missing that one there, John. What have we got, mate? A fly. Yeah. I reckon Jono missed that. I reckon it's something he probably ate last night, I reckon. Tell you one thing I know, it's one thing I do know about him, it wasn't his ice, I know that. Before down there, by the looks of that, and a really good head set up there, really,
it
for
is.
Now Russell trying to add to it, but he doesn't want to widen the target to Cameron. Going to put a bit of a blocker in here. One thing I've never been a favour of. I've never been a favour of blockers, Woody. I just don't like them. I think you'd be better off putting one around the back and probably counting. He's going to classify it now as a positional bowl. That's the sad thing about it. He's going to classify that, so I put that there on purpose. Look, that got him. Anyway, you play it the way you see it. Got a bit more weight on this here too, which I think is a very sensible bowl, because he can come around the back and possibly still count, which I think he's going to be probably almost going to count. Probably going to count, so. Right, Cameron, bit of pressure on him here.
He's going again.
Yeah, I think he's going to miss it.
Miss.
Oh, no. Well, he took a couple of them out, so that's a pretty good hit. 3 shots, handy pick up there to Russell.
We've got a great association with Kenilworth Club.
Yeah.
I think Gary may have told you before.
Yes, yes. Well, two very strong country clubs, really. I mean, when you go through the history last night, which Guy did a superb job with, I was very impressed with his presentation last night, and particularly the names that have started playing bowls over the years. It's, it must be something in the water out here or something, isn't it? What is it? Got to be something in the water. It's got to be something in that creek down the back, I reckon. It was really really a lesson in who's who of lawn bowls in a lot of ways, wasn't it? You know,
exactly.
Charlie Hayes and so many great talented like yourself,
Yep.
Jenny Harrigan, and Brett tells me the story that when he first made the Aussie team, Jenny was a selector in those days.
That's correct. Yep.
Yeah, it's great seeing too the CEO of Bowls Queensland here too, Brett giving up his time to come up and support this wonderful club too. But as he said, he wouldn't miss it for the world.
It's great for our clubs to have somebody like you and Brett here, and just to see what goes on in our little clubs.
I couldn't agree more. I'm a big believer of clubs this size. Don't worry about that because this is the size of my club at Bow Desert.
Right.
The only thing being is that we have 2 greens. Our club room's basically identical. I can tell you that right now. Except for we don't have poke machines there. We only have clubs only open when bowls are on. And we do very well because there, once again, we're on the verge of the farming community, and you too can look like me. I was a greenkeeper there for 20 years, and the women every Thursday used to take me in for morning tea and cook me pikelets and pancakes and everything. I think I put on about 3 stone when I started working at Bow Desert. The women looking after me, wonderful. It really is. It's the difference, I guess, to a lot of clubs down the Gold Coast we go to, and a lot of the clubs down there say to me, "We love going to Bow Desert, Brian." I said, "Why is that?" I said, "Well, your bar prices are 1974 prices. Your women out there make the best sandwiches in the world, and it's a country atmosphere."
That's the difference, isn't it?
Well, it is. I think you find that there's nothing against the clubs on the Gold Coast or Brisbane or any of them. I mean, they're great clubs, and I admire the amount of hard work the forefathers have done to turn the clubs into that size and to make them as successful as they have. But you can't beat that old hospitality when you walk in, can you? And you feel welcome as you walk through the front door, and that's what I felt when I first walked into this place. Bloke here's definitely after our camera, Robbie.
I think.
Definitely after our camera. It's another great bowl there, though, too. Very handy bowl.
We would love to get a cover over our green, Brian, but with the situation of the flood coming through all the time, it's a bit hard.
Well, it is. Grass green, though, buddy, I mean, you can always fix. What a great bowl by Chris. That's a beautiful bowl there. You can always fix. I know it takes a lot of hard work. I've bought clubs back from massive floods. I went and got Goodna back after their huge flood, and to see the damage there, to see the whole club rooms go completely under, and the 2 greens. So I know what it's like to bring a green back after a flood, and it's can be heartbreaking. But carpets, you got to basically pull up and start all over again.
That's right.
Not knocking carpets. A lot of people like them, and I say good on them. I think it's all sizes fit our sport, whatever you're happy with. But that's the difference, though, is that the carpets cost a lot of money to replace, where, you know, takes a lot of volunteers to pull a green back after a flood too. Believe you me, it does. Goodna was lucky where they got the local fire brigade with their hoses to come and blast a lot of it off, you know what I mean?
They just come out of the woodwork after a big flood. You know, people, he's after it again.
Yeah, Jono. He's putting blockers in. This is what happens when a third wants to skip. So he's putting blockers in. He's not listening to me. There's something in the ice you had last night, son. He came and sat at our table for a while last night, and he's a character. What a great bloke. Had a good laugh. We got Adam just not going to get round. He's going to classify that as a Positional bowl. Positional bowl. I was waiting for that. See, turned round straight away and said positional, mate. Oh, dear, oh, dear. John on the forehand. He's just a little bit quick with this one here. He's not going to get back from there. He's put it in a pretty handy position there, though. If it's attack, they take it on the. I don't think with that blue bowl they can actually come around that now, though. They have to look with weight to come up under it.
Under it.
It's depending how aggressive they'd like to be, but it's definitely there to be played. And that bowl of Jono's could be pretty handy just there too. And of course, not only have you got the CEO of Bowls Queensland here, you've also got the president of Fraser Coast here, young Patrick.
We have, and Patrick's a member here.
Yes, and he's a board member too.
He is a board member.
Yeah.
Here we go.
He does a pretty good job too. A little bit underdone grass line with this one. Needed to be a little bit more aggressive. Oh, he nearly got a result though. Got another bowl in the head out of that one. What the hell would I know? Cameron looking to add to it and come round this blue one. He's definitely got it out there on that line. Comes down to his weight now. I just don't think it's going to be there. It's blowing a bit of smoke. Maybe trying to block this hole up. Oh, still available. Still available. Onto this one? No, not quite. Just got the wrong side of it. There was a bit of a cannon on there, but he hit that blue bowl just on the wrong side. So Cameron now got a bit of an open draw here. Starting to work its way back inside now. It's a very good effort, but just not quite there. Just going out to a bit of area that there's no one's been walking up and down on, so got to give it that a little bit more. That's one good thing though I love about lawn bowls. You get the 4 seasons in one day. Shower of rain this morning, green was a bit holding. Drying out now, you can see the wind coming across. You got to adjust to the conditions. You get the sun come out, it gets faster. Cloud cover comes over, it gets a tad slower. It's really is a game of concentration, isn't it?
Definitely.
That's why in a lot of these men's, I don't say the ladies, but I say the men's carnivals, you're always you're better off getting some teams in the last game instead of the first game. Not a bad starter there on the line there, just looking around about another 4 or 5 foot of weight with his next bowl. It was Barry, this is Tim. Sticking to the wider hand of the two. This is looking pretty good. It starts working its way in now. Again, going to be a bit short, but definitely the shot. I don't think those bowls will count at the end of the head though somehow. Barry, left hand, forehand. On the forehand again, definitely the tighter hand, even onto his own bowl, very beneficial. Well, he's probably made 2 out of that, made it a bit hard to get into. It's going to stick to his backhand once again, just has to come around there. Even if he drops under it though, he's got the opportunity of picking up a result there. Again, he's got it out there, just probably overcorrected slightly with his weight, but still going to come to a very good home. Grass line absolutely pretty well spot on there. Chris Anderson from Tincan Bay, lovely little club down on the water, down near Rainbow Beach, just inland from Gympie. One club I have been to. Lovely little spot down there. Okay, Peter playing his. Is he around this? He's not going to be too far away. Looks as though he's just going to sneak around that bowl.
Great bowl here.
Yeah, very well played. And a knocker. Hello, Robbie's getting cold. Robbie's getting warm by the looks of it. Yeah, I thought they'd be getting a bit off by now, mate. That sun just snuck his head out, mate. Yeah, probably because this thing's starting to dry out a bit too. Yeah, now Chris, not going to be too far away. No, he's just going to sneak around the back. But if he stays that side of the line, really a little bit long, because the way that's set up at the moment, if they're going to hit it at all, it's going to go basically to his first bowl, which is just there on the left-hand side of the line. You can just see the way that bowl is set up there.
Another good bowl here.
He doesn't want to open it, or he just missed it. That is a very good bowl there, isn't it, Woody? It's that's the way where the kiddie's going to go, in that general direction. Yeah, Jono. Having a bit of a look at it. Bit tight, may get a result. No, oh, just missed it. Yeah, good call there by Russell. Under that bowl there. So what's your next big event out this neck of the woods?
We've got our super singles, 19th and 20th of October. And we always get a full green for that.
Fantastic.
2 days.
Good field, quality?
Good quality
Good
field.
quality field.
And I always think singles are a great practice.
Oh, absolutely.
For bowlers.
Yep. No, I couldn't agree more. I always enjoyed when I was playing a lot of bowls. I love playing singles. I really did. You know, I do like fours, but this day and age, pairs is my favourite game. I always need someone to help me, I reckon.
You're your own master in singles, aren't you?
You got no choice.
Yep.
You muck up, you got to fix it. You got no choice.
Exactly.
Yes. Just a little bit, a bit of a positional bowl here. Cameron having a bit of a look at it, just making up his mind what he's going to play. Wouldn't be surprised if he plays a runner. He's probably looking for the kill, because that's what it'll do. But if he hits it right, should be a kill.
And in a fortnight's time, we've got our Ladies' President's Day. Our President, Lorraine, marvellous worker for the club.
Yep.
And that's always a full green as well. Yeah.
That's fantastic. As I said, it's always great to hear so much negativity. It's always great to hear positivity about a club which is succeeding. What a great bowl here from Cameron. Wow. Just where he got it, one shot. Look at that. Played it absolutely perfectly.
Beautiful bowl.
Beautiful. He played that with good weight though, didn't he? You know what I mean? Just absolutely a beautiful weight. Carol McDonald, thank you very much, Carol, for those very kind words. It's a pleasure working with Woody here, sitting beside me. She's a legend too, I tell you that right now. Good on you, Alan Pritchard. I tell you what, Russell, as he got the weight, he's got a perfect line on what he's after here. He's just going to pull up a tad short, I think, but what a great effort. That's a great effort.
Last Thursday we had Cheryl Linfield as our guest speaker.
Yep.
What a marvellous job she done.
She's a wonderful lady.
And Cheryl and I have been great mates for a long time.
Yep.
And we've always stayed that way, even though I'm not bowling. I don't go down that way anymore, but we've still kept great mates.
Yeah, no, she's her achievements in our sport, I think, is absolutely fantastic for what she's coped with in her life too, isn't it? You know,
That's
she's
right.
been an absolutely wonderful lady.
Definitely.
I probably one of the highlights for me throughout the year is I love going to watch the Paris play, because you you go there for 2 days or 4 days, whatever it may be, you don't hear one complaint.
No.
And people are walking around with pistonic legs and all types of things. So they just. When's the next game? When's the next game? You go, calm down, fellas. You're going to get one soon. You know what I mean? But there's just... and then at the end of it, we go home and live our lives, and they go home and live theirs. But their whole attitude is just absolutely... astounds me at times. So it's just so appreciative of being able to go and play a game.
In any sport that you have with the Paras, it's just amazing what they can do.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. Couldn't agree more. But I think that's... You know, people have often asked me, you know, do you think the Olympics will take on lawn bowls? And I've said, no, probably not. But I said, I think Para's got a great chance of getting there, and I really do believe that. And when you look at some of our quality players that we have, we'd be a big medal chance.
Definitely.
We'd be a big medal chance,
Yes.
you know.
Yep.
Young Damien Delgo, and you've got some great para bowlers. We've got one here at the moment, in actual fact, in Clive Williams.
That's right.
Clive plays fantastic bowls, and you talk about a good singles player. Well, there's one right there, a very good singles player. Clive, give him 4 bowls, and he could beat anyone. But I know I'm very close friends with Serena Bonnell and Tony. Serena does our para bowls on the Gold Coast, Putty, and she's just built it up into a huge competition, basically a lot for the mental aspect of things also too, is that they do get down at times, and now they've got people they can contact and stay in contact with. But we try to get our para bowlers through the system so they can go and join the club and go and play bowls when they want to, not just be restricted to when we put days on. And we've been able to put through Serena and her wonderful committee down there, we've been able to put quite a few of those through the system, and now they're enjoying playing bowls anytime they want to, which I think that's one great of the aspects about our great game.
Wonderful achievement.
About our great game is anybody can play it, no matter what. You know, you're in a wheelchair, you're on crutches like Clive, or whatever it may be, you know what I mean? Or you see a lot of blokes here this morning. I know Jono should have a Band-Aid on his forehead, because it would have to be hurting by now with that sun coming out on it. It would have to be hurting. I saw him last night. So, no, it's no matter what you are, you can play our great game.
Yes.
So once again, just trying to dead draw. This not going to be far away too. If he's around this front one, he's going to be awfully close, and he has got the shot bowled clean.
What a good bowl.
It's a great bowl. Once again, though, played with very, very good weight, just to sit it out of the head and stay there. And I think that's one thing you've got to put down to the players this day and age, compared to a few years ago. The young kids would be smacking everything, where these players, even the young kids yesterday, you didn't see too many drives.
No,
you just saw them just playing with a little bit of weight through the head.
Yeah.
And that can be a very deadly shot when you do execute that properly.
If they stick with that, they can't go wrong, can they?
No, it's ever so true. When I started playing bowls, my coach, I had to play lead for 5 years in those days, and my coach always said to me, after about 4 years, he said, right, we're going to teach you how to drive. And I had to drive, and he said, what are you doing? I said, you told me to drive. He said, no. He said, mate, you don't lose your bowl. What's the use of that if you're going to miss, you're in the ditch? So he taught me the art of playing through the head, and it's something I've always, because I practiced it for so long, it's something I was always pretty good at, Woody, and just goes to show you, if your bowl's still on the green, anything can happen.
That's right.
Now, Jono, not quite. A little bit narrow with that one, but he's got another one there that could do a bit of damage. Anthony, you reckon? Come on, Russell. Go team. Adam Engle. Again, they're throwing him out here. They are coming back if you've got good weight. One's coming back. Pretty handy home there, staying that side of the line. Because the way that's set up, that's exactly where the kiddie's going to go, depending on what weight. I think he's going to go a little bit quicker here by the looks of the way he's lining up. Yep.
We're about to find out, I think.
We certainly are going to get the edge of it. Bang, bang. Oh, he only got one there. I thought he could have got both of them if he hit that properly. But not to be. I think the idea shot now wouldn't it be to trail that kiddie off the centre line to not give him another shot at it. Because with that jack-eye bowl there, it's pretty easy to outdraw a jack-eye bowl at times. I tell you what, this is pointing in the right direction here once again too. Oh, not sure, but it makes it a little bit harder on that hand to get into. They're definitely leaving Cameron a bit of work at times.
Definitely.
Cameron first up this time around. 41 minutes to go, kiddo. Said to Gary last time around, I said, mate, I think they're out of time. He said, I think it's up to me to ring the bell.
I got in before him.
I know you did. I heard it go just as he stood up to do it. He said, Mum. Percy, he said, Mum's got it. I had a bit of a chuckle. Good on you. You're still being looked after by your mum, eh? Things never change, do they? Brilliant. I'll tell you what, Russell, he's around this front pole. He's got a pretty good bowl here.
Great position.
Yeah, absolutely perfect where he wants it to be. Okay, Cameron. I don't think he's a little bit underdone grass line. Yep. Good weight for what he was after, but need a bit more grass than that, even on the tighter hand of the two. Could be a couple down here. Russell with another bowl to play. Could add to the tally. Could be a bit of a breakaway here. Again, I think just a little bit too much weight, but look at the grass line, absolutely spot on. Jono's not going to tell us. You keep it quiet. Seconds will go to the scoreboard shortly. 2 down, thanks Cameron. Yeah, I thought it was those two maroon bowls. So. Yeah, good roll here. They're lengthening it out just a little bit more. They've been playing pretty much short to medium length, and this is round about medium length. So, lengthening it out, making sure that the opposition doesn't get settled on a set length. Always like to see leads do that. Nothing more annoying when you see the lead, they're behind and they still throw the same length as the other team's been winning. It become very frustrating at times.
Yep.
Thank you very much, Veronica Ferriday, those kind words. Pleasure bringing you this wonderful event here from Kandanga, the 75th year celebration. This is the Men's Fours, the last day of a great 4 days of celebration. It's a wonderful little club out here in just before Gympie. It's not far off the highway, so anyone going past, and as Alan Pritchard said before in the last stream, he said a great destination for anyone that's visiting the Sunshine Coast. You're not far away. Got a great little caravan park just here with powered sites. Couldn't ask for better. So Barry Anderson on the mat at the moment. This one here is looking pretty good. It's got to keep working its way in. It's not going to be too far away. Cameron's very interested in it. That's a quick change. Good bowl there from Barry. Of course, this is Peter at the moment on the mat. Is this really a team of left-handers, isn't it?
It is.
Hey? It's not going to be too far away as it starts working its way. It's going to come to a very good home there, just sitting that side of the line. Too bad, but I'm a bit surprised if they tackle on the forehand now. Just the way that bowl that's set up on the head, it's just to the right-hand side of the line. So the forehand looks more inviting to sit this second shot just in behind the head. Well, that's probably just about jack high by the looks of that. All right, Peter once again. He's going to be inside that. He's definitely dropped his grass line, but has he kept the same weight? Which I think he has done, yes. Anything behind the head's always very beneficial. Yeah, definitely that that blue bowl is definitely shot by the looks of that. Good shot there from Robbie. Yeah, just a little bit runny. Yeah, the call there from Russell, just the one down, mate. Oh, this one here is just, I said, that wind's coming across. That definitely been the wider hand of the two. The weight was absolutely spot on. Just needed a little bit more grass on that one. Hey, Jono. He likes it. He's looking at it.
I think that wind's playing havoc with it.
Well, I think it is too, isn't it? It's well, you can see it's just getting a little bit stronger now.
Yep.
Like, this is the beauty about playing lawn bowls. You have to adapt to the conditions that you're playing under.
Exactly.
It becomes very frustrating at times, doesn't it? But people think it's an easy game. Well, come and try it. I'll tell you what, he might get his own here clean. He has too. He has got it. He's got that clean. Okay, that'll probably bring all those bowls into play just about. Yeah, Jono, same thing. I think he's underdone grass line. He's going to be onto the shot bowls, and they save him. He's actually opened it up a little bit, but anyway, they've got the shots in the opposing team now. Russell's up to him to change it. You see they're got a bit of a jump at 7-3 at the moment. Russell over Cameron. Another quality match. We had quality matches the last 2 days. Had great games yesterday over the senior junior day, and a couple of great games there today. Hey, Russell trying to save here now. Trying to draw it. When he sets his bowl, it's going to ease the pain. It's going
Again,
to
the wind's holding that.
It is, isn't it? Look at that, just start to go now. Just as the comes off a bit, they go. He just had to sit that bowl now. Cameron doesn't want to disturb too much or make a target. Wants to count. He's got this very well pointed. Starting to come in now. Yeah, that's a pretty good bowl there from Cameron Oster. Right, last bowl here from Russell. Got to draw it. Oh dear, but I think he's eased the pain, but still just got the edge of that bowl and just ran on a little bit in the wrong direction. So Cameron once again wants to just stay off this blue one, which he's going to. Dropping in nicely now. Good bowls there from Cameron, so be a few shots here to the Cameron Oster-led combination. Taking 4 out. The measure comes out. When in doubt, get the measure out. 5.
Oh.
Very handy pickup there. Very handy pickup. So the singles on there in October, you're saying?
19th and 20th of October.
You got it full already?
And it's full, yep.
Reserves?
Got reserves as well. They just go from 1 year to another.
Yeah.
And they put their name down from 1 year to another.
That's what happens when you do a good job, isn't it? Does it take you much to fill any events, does it, eh?
Yeah.
No. Well, as I said, it's a club that you're made more than welcome at when you walk through the door, that's for sure. It should be a wonderful event. Again, just going to drop across their head. They're just not trusting themselves to take that little bit of extra grass, have they? But it's a very good starter there, though. Very good bowl there from Barry Anderson.
That wind is getting stronger, isn't
It is. Well, look at that flag now, though, buddy. It's really starting to blow. It's actually swung around a little bit. It's more behind them now than across them. So, bit of a change. But Gary said that the wind would get up this afternoon.
From the creek, yeah.
Yeah, from the creek, yeah. And look at that. It's more behind them now. And look at that go. That's a good, not a bad weighted bowl there from Tim. Maybe just a couple of feet short, but wouldn't change too much. I said these two have had a great little tussle up front. And the players love playing the wider hand of the two, aren't they?
Yes.
Yeah, not too far away. Handy home. Anything behind the head's always very beneficial. This bloke's after your camera, Robbie. He's keen for it. Look at that come back though. If he had the weight, that would have come all the way back to the line. It's not too far away now. Wonder if he's using Dunlops. Came back a long way, mate, didn't it? There's one of your bowls there, Robbie. Yeah, but you would have got a week off the camera and got shot, mate. Go out and teach him well. Another good bowl in the head there. They're just pulling up that couple of foot short, though, but building a nice head. Still very open on the left-hander's backhand or right-hander's forehand. Playing away from the club rooms here at Kandanga Country Club. He's on a good line. Has to drop inside this maroon bowl, which he's going to do just comfortably. He's got good weight on this one too. He's going to end up the D shot. Good bowl. Well played. Chris on the mat at the moment. Depends how he hits this. He's going to miss the lot. Good weight on what he was after, though. Just got a good bowl there. If they want to attack the head now, it's best backward. So, Peter Drury, very distinct blue bowl that he's using.
Another good bowl here.
Yeah, anything behind the head there I think is very good. Okay, Jono on the mat at the moment. Look out, going to change his hand. Trying to dead draw it by the looks of it. He needs a bit more weight than that. Okay, Adam Engle on the mat. On his forehand. It's good to see a right-hander. Yeah, you're right. Just walk past, mate.
That's a good bowl.
Yeah. Yeah, very good bowl. Right, Jono now. That bowl a little bit in his draw too, so. Yeah, playing an aggressive bowl up here, trying to sit the bowl out of the head. Oh, surely he wouldn't claim that, would he? You'd have to pick it up. I've never seen anyone do that yet, though. Would he pick it up and say sorry? Hey, Eddie King back on board. Good to have you on board, mate, from Port Macquarie. No rain today. Good on you, Eddie. Good to hear, mate. Good to hear. Oh, just missed that. Cameron having a good look here just to see he's got shot at. Hard to tell. Those cameras can be very deceiving. If Robbie can get a shot from the side, it may give us a better line. Definitely the blue bowl. Yeah. That's definitely the one. Yeah, the dark blue's probably second shot too, by the looks of that one there, mate. So pressure on Cameron again now. Just as he hits the front, he's a couple down. So, well, what happens if you want to go last, mate? You got to be able to handle the pressure. Don't take one of them out though. No, just missed it. And we've got 27 minutes to go. There's no way in the world they're going to get the AD 16 ends in, I should say. Okay, Cameron may get a result here. Oh, not quite. Well, that fell the other way. He probably would have got the result there. Definitely is Johnny Walker. Great having Putty in K commentary with me in this one, Mr. Walker. How are you, bud? Hope you're keeping well. Catch up with you soon, Johnny. Yeah, could get an inside edge off this bowl here. He's got the run. No, but just going to fall the wrong way. Had pretty good weight on that. It may be a bit closer than what we think. Look at that blue bowl, just the one shot by the looks of it. So it's one shot. So we're all locked up here at 8-all. What a great game we got in our hands here between two very entertaining teams. All 8 competitors are contributing just nicely to this game. They're all doing their job. So we see that Russell once again wants to go back to a shortish to medium length. And importance here is that when you favour that length to have a lead that can put it where you want the kitty, and this has gone a little bit further than what he was anticipating by the looks of it. How's that wonderful wife of yours too, Mr. Walker? I know she'd be looking after you, mate. Regards to Hazel. Not going to be too far away when this one pulls up. Good starter there from Tim. Good starter there. Okay, we've got Barry Anderson. On the forehand, not going to be too far away. Has he got the kitty? He's not going to be too far when it pulls up. Great bowl, just touched it, didn't stick with it. Made it that little bit longer. Yeah, sneak around and all come under it. He played it pretty well too. Gee whiz, that's a very good bowl. Very good bowl. He backed himself to take that grass, didn't he?
Yes.
And as you said now, that wind's changed. It's really in their faces now too, Putty, isn't it?
It has changed, yeah.
Gary should be in the Weather Department of Meteorology, mate. He's nailed this, I'm telling you.
I think with his job, that's what he's got to do half the time.
Oh, is that right? Yeah. He fight the weather.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, Peter Drury on the mat at the moment. He's played some very good bowls in this game, very distinct blue bowls that he's using. I guess if you're going to use those colour bowls, you've got to be a reasonable player. You'll be seen when you're not around it. Now, onto this bowl, he should get a result, and he is too. Yeah, 2 shots, well played. Really pretty hard to get here on the forehand, I'm thinking, Chris. I think it's maybe that bowl in the backhand just in your eye, because this is going to be underdone. Well, it's another bowl in the head, but it's a little bit runny. Just running through the head there. Dark Eddie's first man of the match. Good on you, Anthony. On you, mate. Now, a little inside edge. No, he's going to sit this back bowl. Yeah, that's a very good bowl.
Great bowl.
And that's come to a very good hand there too, Putty, hasn't it? You know what I mean? Anything in behind the head on the screen, running so well, very beneficial. Yeah, he's got better weight on this little hold, but he hasn't got the weight.
And to go across the head.
Yep.
Oh.
Still another bowl thereabouts there. I must admit, if I was playing that, I'd be playing that on the backhand. Just the way it's set up.
Yep.
Anthony, you can say good day to Putty yourself, mate. Anthony says, say good day to Putty.
Hi, Anthony.
There you go, mate. The beauty of modern technology, my friend. They had a lot on before from Scotland and all over, but they've dropped off for a while now. They'll come back on in probably the 3rd game.
Okay.
they get up early and they mustn't sleep over in Scotland, so they all pick and watch bowls, and they must doze off for a while. Then they all come back on board again later on. So, okay, Jono on the mat at the moment. Tell you what, he's going to be awfully close to this if he's got the weight. Oh, I think, yeah, pretty hard to say. He may have eased the pain, but don't know. It still could be too hard to tell with the camera angle. Normally I would favour his bowl that's lying down, but yeah, we'll find out shortly. This one here is very well pointed too if it's got the run. I just don't think it is. It's going to make it pretty hard to get into if he moves his bowl over a little bit, which he has. Yes, probably the hand to play now with that, the way that's set up there, that last bowl. Okay, Jono. Awfully close. But he's locked in a good second shot there, Putty, so
definitely.
He's locked in a good footage. And at this stage of the game, that's pretty important that you don't drop numbers, isn't it? You know what I mean? So
he's put that other one in a good position too.
Yeah. Yeah, you're dead right there, Mr. Walker. I'm glad Hazel's well, mate. I know she'll be looking after you, buddy. Yeah, Russell. So he's trying to play under this bowl, which he is. He's just not going to have the weight to get there. It's going to make it a little bit harder.
It'll be interesting what Cameron's going to do.
Well, I think he's got to play basically a metre through the head.
He has.
Not going big, but just playing that controlled shot through the head, just to sit
over.
that bowl, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Because he's only got the one bowl in the head, and it'd be dangerous to take that out. But he could even get the result there if he even got his own bowl with good weight. Well, he's opening up a little bit for his next one. Now, that's a good weight to play, though, Putty, wasn't it? You know what I mean?
Good weight, yeah.
8-all. Very good game of bowls. One shot in this end. Favouring Russell Ferriday at this stage.
Russell's going for cover.
Russell Ferriday, yep. Which is a good move. Okay. Cameron. Played this with better weight. Very, very close. Oh, that was the unlucky thing to get his own bowl like that.
That was the danger, wasn't it?
That was the danger, yeah. That was the danger. But it was a good attacking bowl, though. Putty, wasn't it? Like, I mean, played that with nice control. Didn't go big, just a little bit unlucky.
Yep.
That was about a quarter of an inch of being the perfect bowl,
exactly.
really, wasn't it?
Exactly.
And that's the difference, you know.
Yep.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, 2 down, mate. To Russell. Still anyone's game. Definitely getting down to the business end now with the clock starting to run down to 18 minutes left to play. Putty looks at her watch and says, "No, not Brian, it's only 16. Because she rang the bell. Tim, tell you what, again, he's not far away. Just going to sneak around the back here. Grass line, absolutely spot on.
They're having a good struggle, these leads, aren't they?
Well, I always get intrigued when two good leads, two good draw bowlers go up front. I think it really is entertaining, you know what I mean? Yeah, you did right there, Alan. Hayden would have played it better. Yeah, probably better there, mate. Probably right there, Al. Good on you, Heather. Go Kenilworth. Dear. When they're barracking for their teams.
So you can imagine the barracking that'll be going on when Kandanga plays Kenilworth.
Oh, yes. Gary was telling me about they've found a trophy of some description from the 70s, and they're going to resurrect it. So it creates very good rivalry between the two clubs too, though, Putty, doesn't it? It really is great value, in my opinion.
And they have a few drinks after the game and a bit of a yarn.
Yep.
It's great.
Well, pretty much country cousins, aren't they?
They are.
Very much so. A great bowl there. It's well played. Beautiful correction.
Very good player, Barry.
Yep. He said he's led very well. He said these two have had a great battle up front. They're just setting it up for their team, where the team has got options when they go to the head.
Means a lot, doesn't it, if you can get the head set?
Well, as you're fully aware, though, too, Putty, like you've played enough bowls to realise that if a skip goes to the head with 3 or 4 options, probably 8 times out of 10 they'll convert. If they go to the head with 1 option, it's about 3 times out of 10 they'll convert.
Right. Yep.
And those 3 times out of 10, they may not have played bad bowls. They were only just a fraction out of their grass or just a foot short or whatever. But just having those options for a skip, there's another nice reply there too, just quietly by Chris Anderson. 2 very good shots there set up for the Cameron Oster-led side. So have to play down through there. It's a good call there by Russell. Yep, definitely on there. You probably wanted to play a bit of weight. You'd probably get both those bowls, but it's better off drawing than playing weight at this stage. Need more bowls in the head before you can attack. Again. Well, he wouldn't want to take his own bowl out anyway because he's got shot.
That's right.
There's a good bowl there from Chris to pick up a good second shot. Locked it in there. Got to be just inside this one. He's going to get it on the wrong side. Oh, he's lucky that's just missed. You see that flicking that over as the sun comes out now, and the conditions will change even again for these players. The wind has dropped. You've got everything's changing all at once. So it's up to the players now to adapt to these conditions. Once again, it showcases with great what nature does to our great game at times. Really got to concentrate on the conditions. Not going to be too far away with this one, Adam. Oh, but he's tucked it in a little bit better.
He has.
Now, Jono. Yeah, tucked it in there nicely. Did you see that's really sitting in with that bowl of Peters. This is a great bowl here from Jono, though. Look at this.
Oh.
Bang. What a bowl. That's a fantastic bowl. Where'd the kitty go there, Robbie? Inside the black one, is it? Just inside that black one, I thought so. Just inside Chris Anderson's bowl. Yeah, so great bowl there from Jono. Yeah, a bit of an attacking line there, but just a little bit too tight. So that wind has actually done a 180, you could say now, just looking at that flag. It's coming from exactly the other direction, so...
The really wind's better than the rain, though, isn't it?
Oh, definitely. Couldn't agree more. Hello, Jono sprayed one. He sprayed one with this one. Yeah, there's the kitty there, just right up against that bowl. But looks like that's good camera work there, Robbie. Got it from this camera here, have you, mate? Yeah, look at that. Yeah, this one just here. Yeah. Pretty hard to get second shot out, mate. Or pretty hard to get second shot out of that without doing some damage. So... good one to stay away from and let the opposition see what they can do.
Yep.
I mean, it comes down a lot of times too, doesn't it, Putty, where a good skip's got to realise when it's time just to lose one or take one, because it can be very dangerous.
That's exactly right.
Hey, Russell, I tell you what, he's not going to be too far away. He's not going to keep wanting there. He's just a bit runny. See, I thought the way that's set up, I thought if he played that on the backhand and just cracked an egg on that, if he cracked an egg on that, that would go to his bowl.
He may do it with this one.
He's just going to miss it, Cameron. There's a bit of a gap there, is there? Okay. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I can see that now, yeah. Going to be pretty close this time, though, if he's got the run. Oh, that's a very good attempt, though. That's well played.
Great try.
Cameron, if I was him, I'd be going nowhere near that head. He did the right thing there. There you go. He took one and run. Oh, dear. Very smart man with that one there, I think, buddy. Was pretty dangerous if he touched that.
Yep.
Slipped out. Makes excuses now, eh?
9-10, good game.
An excellent game once again. Yes. Love your work, son. You know that. And again, we've got Barry leading up. I tell you what, he's really set the team up nicely here during this game. Now, business end, just dropping his grass line. Weight absolutely spot on. Well, maybe just a bit runny, but a bit of grass would have been just sniffing around there somewhere. See the wind starting to pick up again now. It's really been swirling and changing the last 3/4 of an hour or so. It's up to the players to adapt to the condition. Bit of cloud cover over now. Sun was out before. A great bowl here. Well played, Tim. At the moment, advantage, Tim. And the camaraderie, picking up each other's bowls for each other too, Putty. It's really good to see, isn't it? You know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, you can see the friendship between the teams, but the camaraderie is, but the competitiveness is still there at the same time too. Now, got a better grass line on this one. Again, just with this wind, it's just going to shoot across the head also. That being the tighter hand of the two. Look at that go.
When we play Kenilworth, I think we'll have to put a Kandanga shirt on Barry and get him back into the side.
Getting back in the side, I think so too. He has played well, hasn't he?
He has.
He has played very well, and I think the players really do appreciate the live streaming too, because there's a lot of time it's the only time their family and they get to see them playing that
That's
too,
right.
Potty, which is really good. But also too, it showcases our great game out to everybody that wants to watch it. And I think for a promotion, one of the reasons why the Gold Coast decided to get into live streaming was to showcase our great game, and it's done a lot of good. A bit unlucky there, young Chris. Just got the edge of that bowl. We would have been a lot further down the track if it wasn't for COVID, which held us up for a couple of years, though, with all due respect. You know what I mean? I do want to get out to Roma and places like that, and it's I wouldn't mind getting out to Longreach and just showcasing what those regions can bring to people that travel there. You know what I mean? Yeah, it could be a bit tight again. It may have better weight on this one.
Do you go as far as Lightning Ridge, or?
We have been to Lightning Ridge. We were there a few years ago, and then we had to change it for the state titles, and we had that huge storm that went through Helensvale a few years ago, and Bruce, who was helping us in those days, and Robbie, both those places were very heavily damaged, and we couldn't get away down there. So we haven't been back since then, but yeah, we'll get back there one day. But we often do Ballina, the Sutherland pairs and singles, which is a great event. Singles in particular, you get a great field down there. It's excellent bowls. But we get down over northern New South Wales every now and again. That we're going to Mackay next month. Bundaberg, we're doing 20 odd days for the Nationals out of Tweed Heads, and we're doing Tweed Heads as well as Broadbeach, so a good try there by Jono.
Okay.
As well as Broadbeach, so we're doing, it's a 23 days straight, isn't it? 26 days with 1 day off. So Robbie and I aren't very happy with the amount of work, but
that's a lot of work.
His wife and my wife are related. Hey, mate. Nah, really, Yeah, they're glad to see us out of the house. Yeah, no, it's just, well, doing the Nationals, as you know, too, Putty, having played in it, to me, that's one of the prestigious events.
That's right.
In Australia, where you've got all the states here contesting for the titles, and, you know, you see some great bowls.
Yep.
That's what it's all about. Inside edge, oh, not quite. Just missed it. Business end, only 6 minutes to go, so really 10-9. This is really the business end. Yep. Okay, just going to put it go now, and thank you very, very much for your contribution here this morning, and thank you very, very much for coming, having a chinwag. I think you're going to ring the bell. So thank you very, very much. Well done. Been great having Putty down here, an absolute legend of this region, and great person with it too. A wonderful, wonderful family. Credit to the area. Does so much work for this area. It's been an absolute pleasure having you in co-commentary with me. So just the one down by the looks of it. Maybe two. Yeah. Yeah. Having a bit of a look at this. Oh, well, not too sure what happened there. He just got the edge of that bowl. I see they're still after your camera, Roddy. Yep. So still, looks as though looking at that there, it's 4 down by the looks of it. And I think Russell's going to put one round the back here. Going again. Needs a kitty. Oh, missed it. Yeah, well, this is probably the end that Russell and team was chasing. Said they'll probably get one more end in, I reckon, but he's just going to be a bit quick with this one to count. But I reckon it's 4 shots there. Jobbo. Yep, thanks, mate. Thanks, buddy. 4 shots, yep. So for the viewers that aren't aware, we're up at Kandanga Country Club. Lovely little destination just off the Bris Highway, just before you get to Gympie. Absolute wonderful little facility up here. Been very proactive in the community. What an event they've got on. The just the men's fours, $3,000 in prize money. $1,200 to the winners, $800 to runners up, $600 for third, and $400 for fourth place. That's some wonderful prize money for this event. So well done to Kandanga Country Club for putting the money up and filling the green. They've got 16 teams, which is absolutely fantastic. So it's good, very well patronised, and absolutely fantastic. Nice reply. Again, these two have had a good battle up front. So at the moment, the points decision to Tim at this particular stage on this end. I do favour that maroon bowl. Looks like it could be shot. But I don't know. Just it might be the other way around. Might be Barry got shot there with that blue bowl. Yeah, beautiful bowl there. Beautiful correction there by Barry. And correction's one thing that we take seriously. It's if your first one's not around it, you got to correct with your second one, and that's a very good correction. I tell you what, this bloke here's not far away from him either. Just going to sneak around the back. Grass line absolutely spot on with that one there by Peter Drury. Now this one should cut across the head. Well, it's come to a pretty good home there, sitting just in behind the head there. Now they're going to have lunch after this game. Next game's going to start at 1:15. Oh, that's a good correction there, but just not quite. Just still a little bit runny. But got a good second shot, I reckon, locked in there. Well played. A little inside edge, got the result required. Well done. Well, down to now, by the looks of our watch, it's 1 minute to go, according to ours. So I'm not too sure. So Putty's keeping the time, and Gary, so we're governed by them. But it has been a great game, hasn't it? Look at this for a bowl. Gee whiz, that's well played. Good bowl there from Adam. All right, Jono. Oh, it would have been nice to sit that one out of the head and stay there. Would have been the ideal shot. There goes the bell, ladies and gentlemen. This is definitely the last end. Now, the next game, as I said, start around about 1:15. It should be a cracker. Well, that's eased the pain. Great bowl there by Adam once again. Yeah, good try, just pulling up a tad short. Yeah, good attempt though. So down to the skips, last couple of bowls. Okay, Russell on the mat. Yeah, it's not a bad bowl. Best backward. Well, got the result that required. Got one out of that by the looks of it. Well, they're having a good look at it. Might not be cut and dried. Yeah, good call there. Just looking for the little trail on here by the looks of it. Hey, Jamie, how are you, mate? It is a nice part of Queensland, Jamie. You got that dead right, mate. Beautiful part of Queensland, mate. Okay, Cameron, looking for a little trail of a couple of feet. Just cut his grass. Looks like just the one. Oh, great game. Well, another great game. Next game starts at 1:15. Well, this wonderful event, ladies and gentlemen, could not be brought to you if it wasn't for the sheer generosity of these wonderful sponsors. So 14-9 was the final score. Now, not too sure the last end, though. We'll find out in a minute, no doubt. But the sponsors of this wonderful event, 75 years of bowls in Kandanga. We've got NAB, which is the National Bank, Retro Espresso Coffee Co. Kandanga Hotel, Dodds Floor Coverings, not only carpet, vinyl and blinds, also blinds. And Tom Grady, Rural Merchandise. Tom, of course, is the sponsor of today, and we thank him very much, as well as Kandanga Country Club. So an absolute pleasure being here at Kandanga to showcase this wonderful event. Well, two more great games to come today, ladies and gentlemen. The players are going to have lunch now. So on behalf of the Gold Coast Tweed District Media Team, 14-10 was the final score. It was a great game. Very well played by all competitors. Thanks, mate. So great game. So really showcase this wonderful little town and the camaraderie and the hospitality this club shows. Congratulations to Kandanga Country Club in celebrating your 75th year of dedicated commitment to lawn bowls in your community. Very well done. Best wishes from the Bowls Gold Coast Tweed. And that's ever so true. It's a pleasure being here. Great people here. Hospitality second to none. Caravan Park just inland from Noosa Heads, as you can see. Kandanga, you see the sign there that says Noosa there on the coast. And it's just inside there. That's where we're situated. It's not far in off the highway, off the Bruce Highway, and it's a wonderful little destination, a great little club to come and visit. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Gold Coast Tweed District Media Team, on behalf of Mr. Robbie Allen and myself, Brian Marshall, back on air at about 1:15, maybe a little bit earlier. Enjoy your bowls and support your club.